Okay, my name's Nicholas Feliciano. I fight out of Inferno Training Center. Call me Nick Fury, and I'm fighting at 160.
Awesome. Nick, you fought in the Jackhammer Promotions cage before. How does the atmosphere in Mulcahy's change your mindset once the doors of the cage close?
It's awesome. It's a really good. I actually had the opportunity to fight. I think my first fight for Bobby was in 2019, so that was in a ring, kickboxing. I think I like fighting in a cage better. It's cool when the door, it clanks shut, and you're just in there. It's definitely a better. It helps the switch get flipped. You know. I like it. It's good, energy over there.
Absolutely. And how have you seen yourself grow as a fighter since your days fighting in boxing and Golden Gloves to now?
Every fight is, getting a little bit more confidence, you break the ice and then you realize, "Oh, shoot, I can do this," regardless of how, nerve-wracking it is. But, and then you keep doing it, and then you keep training, you keep learning, and you keep, the company of people, your teammates that are also pushing you, and you just keep getting better and better, and, that's basically the trend that happens.
Awesome. And is there anything specifically that you've been training on in this fight camp to help you succeed in this fight?
Yeah, it's just some more conditioning, making sure that I have the, I believe I have the skills and the aggression to finish fights. You know, I don't really have to worry about, biting down if they wanna brawl or playing chess if they wanna do that. It's just, making sure I have the gas tank to if it goes to the end, that I can make it the distance.
What about your opponent do you believe you can exploit to succeed? Like,
I don't know too much about him. Probably just try to, hit him hard, try to make him feel that and, not wanna get hit anymore, make him think twice about, doing things, kinda, like, punish him for, doing certain things and just have an answer for everything that goes on.
all right, so like when you train, do you focus on yourself or do you kind of watch film a lot? Like you said, you mentioned you don't really know too much about 'em. Like when you're training, is it mainly focused on yourself and preparing for your fight, what you can do, and so much than what he could do?
Yeah, absolutely. I focus on myself, 'cause at the end of the day, like, it's good to know, I think, I have watched film before, I watched, Brazil fight, so I kinda knew he was gonna come in and throw a bunch of knees and clinch and, I knew that was gonna happen. I did watch him fight, Martinez, recently, but I do focus on myself, I just try to, clean my own house and make sure that I'm sturdy and I'm solid. So when I go in there, it just, you can go in there with anybody.
How's the weight cut for you? Is that something that's difficult? Is it easy for you? Do you fight around natural weight?
Yeah, I fight around natural. I walk around like one. This is like taboo. Like I think it's telling people you walk around. Well, I walk around at like 175, 170. If I'm eating good and lifting weights. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I'm usually it's not too crazy.
Awesome. And you're fighting on a card with Mike and Matt, having your teammates alongside you through the weight cut and the fight inside the locker room. How's this going to help your performance?
It's always great having people with you. Your brothers in arms. They're going out there and doing the same thing that you're doing, and you kind of you look at them and you can lean on each other. Mentally and it's definitely a cool feeling. Having your brothers in arms there to do the same thing that you're doing. Fighting for the same thing.
What's one thing about you that nobody knows and you want to share with everyone?
Man, one thing that nobody
Could be
knows about me.
non-fight related.
Non-fight related.
Could be anything.
I had a sweet tooth. I'm a snacker. I love candy and
That's
ice
really
cream.
fun.
Yeah, it's tactical. Yeah, I don't want to give that stuff up. On April 12th, they could definitely expect the same thing that they always see. It's always with me. It's always going to be a fight. It's always, it doesn't matter, who it is. It's just always, I'm there. I show up. We're there. We're going to do this. We're locked in the cage. And you handle business, and then you go home. Hopefully, at the end of the night, you walk out of there with your hand raised, or it doesn't go your way, and then you walk out of there and you're like, I did that.
Any words for your opponent?
Um, good luck. I hope to have a good fight. We're both fighting for a belt, so I think we'll go out there and we'll. I think it'll be pretty electric. I think we'll be able to excite the crowd. I think it'll be cool.
Awesome. Best of luck.
Thank you.